We're going to look at a couple of credit reports, and I'm going to show you how to write the dispute reason for each of these, and I'm going to mark up my page. We're looking at an NFCU account on this credit report, and as you can see, there's a balance of 2638. One thing that you want to understand with NFCU, Navy Federal, is that it doesn't matter if the account is $1 or $500,000. It's just as difficult. Number one, this is reported to 2 bureaus, but there's only payment information for 1 bureau. This account was closed 4/1/2019. However, we have payment history for 2021, 2022, and 2023. How can that be possible if this account was closed 4/1/2019? You're looking at the reason right here. It's because there is a balance of 2638 on this account. Is this inaccurate? Yes, it is most definitely inaccurate. I would go as far as saying it's a violation for continued reporting and false reporting, but just so that you can have the FCRA on your side, this is going to be an inaccuracy. If I were to write a dispute reason just for that one by itself, it would be remove this account or delete this account for inaccuracy because the payment history continues to report after this account was closed on 4/1/2019, and this account is obviously closed. Another thing that you want to look at is last payment date. So this one is accurate. This is my number one reason. It's going to be date last paid, but it shows 6/1/2020. So we obviously can't use that unless you're just going to haphazardly go after, hey, this account was not last paid on 6/1/2020 on them. Another thing that we can look at is going to be the notice of dispute. The notice of dispute is going to go under creditor remarks or the comment section, which is going to be the same thing. This account was actually disputed. However, this is marked as account not disputed, and this one says dispute resolved, consumer disagrees. So technically, this is okay. They complied by entering it, but it was not entered within 30 days from the date that they received the first dispute. So therefore, it's a violation. Both of these were entered after the 30 days. Let's go and write a dispute reason for this. Now, why am I giving you different dispute reasons? We're going over different dispute reasons because it's not as simple as just sending one letter and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, all your negative items come off. No, it is not as simple as that. We need to go in with literally guns blazing. We're going in with cannons. We're not going in with squirt guns. So date last reported is going to be correct. We disputed it, came back as verified, and then they updated this date. Delete for inaccuracy because the payment history reflects continued reporting after this account was closed for 2019. Delete this account for violation because the notice of dispute was entered after the 30-day required time frame pursuant to Section 623 of the FCRA. Date last paid is important because it stipulates when this account is naturally going to fall off the credit report. So if it's not the same date across the board, I don't care if it's off by 1 month. If it is not the same across the board, then now you're running into the issue of the account naturally falling off the credit report on 3 different dates. So the other thing is that this account was disputed and yet there's no notice of dispute. The notice of dispute is required pursuant to Section 623A3 and FDCPA 8078. And because it is not here, they are in violation. Our new dispute reasons are going to be delete for inaccuracy because the payment history reflects continued reporting after this account was closed on January 2020. Delete this account for violation because the notice of dispute was not entered as required within the 30-day time frame from the date my first dispute was received pursuant to Section 623 of the FCRA.